So we're playing Vecna, Nest of the Eldritch Eye. You 5 adventurers are in the city of Neverwinter. You are basically patrolling the city, keeping watch over the city for the leader, the Galt Neverember. And one late night, you're walking through the dark city streets, slickened with rain, cloudy skies overhead now. The rain stopped finally, when you hear an anguished scream erupting from a nearby alley. And with that, let's do some background on your characters. Archibald, how did you get into Neverwinter?
Ooh, a good question. Let's see. Archibald is looking for a new job. He used to work at a glass blowing business in Waterdeep, but he's since been let go, so he's looking for a new job.
Okay, yeah, Neverwinter's on the Sword Coast, north of Waterdeep. You found your way north, and in the employ of Dugalt. Dawson.
Dawson has been up in 10 towns sorting out some sort of PC winter issue they've got up there, but he came down here briefly to study some arcane lore, and it seems that he's got adventure in his blood because he can't seem to get away from it. Anyway, he's a wizard human.
And Grom.
Oh, Grom not pay attention to where he walk. That get in the way of things. Grom just put one foot in front of forward, jump on cart, jump on horse, take horse, make his horse eat horse, end up in city. Here I am.
Tar's Bane.
Tar's Bane stepped off of from the spelljamming world, so just kind of landed in the port, I guess, on the hunt for some books. I call it the book barge, or at least that's what he called it, and that's how he ended up here.
And the Lark.
The Lark is a Kinku, who is a traveling bard in the Kabuki style from Shulong, where the Lark claims to be from. But you guys know that the Lark is actually a professional thief from Waterdeep, a part of the Golden Circle, I think is what it was, or Golden Coin, whatever it is, and is here in Neverwinter chasing out a score of some kind.
Okay. So yeah, the city of Neverwinter, it stands proudly on the Sword Coast, north of Waterdeep. 50 years ago, it was almost completely destroyed by the eruption of a nearby volcano. But today, it's mostly rebuilt. It bustles with skilled tradesmen, intrepid adventurers, and hardy townsfolk. The leadership in Neverwinter falls to Dugalt Neverember, who's Lord Protector of the city, and your employer. The city lacks a formal militia, so Lord Neverember often hires mercenaries and adventurers such as yourselves to keep the city secure. So some of you are using that as cover for other things that you're doing. As you're patrolling the city streets, your shift this day is in the evening and into the night. Is there any spells that you cast as you go on to shift, like mage armor or other?
Mage armor.
Okay.
Yes. Grom takes a hard look at his fellows and he says, I'm afraid to say, Grandma speaks to me from the grave. Some of you will not make it. Do not shed tears, but I will try to do my best to help those of you. You bird guy, Archibald, and yes, definitely Dawson. You would die. So here, take these entrails and rub them on your forehead. It's very important.
Okay,
Do you feel better?
I do.
Oh, good. Then I won't cast the aid spell. Seems like you're okay then. But if you want, I could. I mean, I could still cast it. Maybe grandmother's magic will do the trick, but I also have my own magic. And I will cast aid on the three of you. So I think that gives you 5 hit points, if I recall correctly.
That is correct.
Increases your max hit points by 5.
Thank you much.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now we zoom back into the wet city streets here in the dark of night. The sound that you heard, you rush forward and you find it comes from a slender woman, clad in light leather armor, Clutched in her arms is a dead body of a human man clad in a tattered gray robe. The man and the woman bear a striking resemblance to each other. With a dull thump, a desiccated eyeball rolls out of the dead man's palm. There's a picture there of that for you guys.
Whoa.
That
great art.
that undead thing is not there. You just feel a presence kind of looming over you.
So this dramatic picture, does she look unhappy about the turn of events, or like she has done this?
Unhappy. She was the one you think who screamed, and she looks anguished and saddened and angered. She looks up when she sees you, and she says, "Are you in Lord Neverember's employ?"
Yes.
Why, yes, we are.
"I am Kavori Fernhart. This was my brother." Everyone who is trained in history, if you're trained in history, make an intelligence check for me. And to do that, Teos, you'd click Grom. I don't know if you have history trained or not. And you do. And you click your I-10 button. I clicked it, but you can click it yourself.
I assume since I'm a bard and
you do get your bard, your bard extra stuff. Okay, so at least the Lark and Tars also, you're a lot of historians here, and Dawson, you all can confirm that you have heard indeed of Delvin Fernhart, an investigator and Lord Neverember's employee, who must be the dead man lying on the street there with the eyeball clutched in his palm. And you've heard of Kavori Fernhart, his sister. So she is telling you the truth.
What was the dead man's name again?
His name was Delvin.
Delvin.
A lot like Dawson. Delvin. She says, through tears, she says, "I came here to rendezvous with my brother. He'd infiltrated a potential cult hideout. I don't know where this cult might have been, but there's that." And she points in disgust at the eyeball that's in his hand.
Is he missing an eye?
He is not.
Okay.
He is not. The eyeball does look human in size. It does look like it had been ripped out of someone's skull recently. It's very fresh.
And I
Actually, it says it's desiccated. I'm sorry, it's a little desiccated.
Can I cast mage armor? Can I cast mage hand and pick it up?
You may, yeah.
And I'll just kind of carry it around the group and let everybody get their
Look
eye
at
on it.
Good.
You.
She says, "Oh, can you help me? Maybe? I don't know if I can stomach going after whoever did this to my brother."
We certainly can.
I will go to the Hall of Justice and let Lord Neverember know of what's happening. Avenge my brother's death if you can. But remember, Lord Neverember values info and will pay highly if you can capture any of these cultists that my brother claims to have been investigating. I don't know
anything of his investigations other than it was a cult?
I don't. She looks down at his pouch and starts to rifle through some stuff. She pulls out a scrap of paper. She says, she hands it to you, Dawson. Says, "Maybe there's something here." Unfurling that scrap of paper, it'd been rolled up real tight, looks like, as if to be hidden. And when you look at the paper, the slip, it has a phrase on it, scribbled on it. The phrase is "Hail the Undying." So just scribbled on a scrap of paper in his pouch, the phrase "Hail the Undying."
Oh, maybe a passphrase.
She keeps looking through his belongings and such and says, "I'm afraid that's the only thing that's here."
Grom has some knowledge of religious activities and things like that. Does this phrase mean anything to me?
Hail the Undying. Go to make a religion check, Grom. DC 15 to see if you can know some more. That'd be a Grom and I-10.
Oh, yeah.
This is some sort of esoteric secret. Maybe your grandmother never
very
told you
secret.
about. Yeah.
It is the most secret of secrets. I cannot tell the rest of you either.
Any of the rest of you trained in religion, Tars, you can roll. Looks like Dawson can roll. Gosh, you guys all have lots of knowledge skills. And the Lark can roll. Oh my god. Prepare for some incoming training from the Lark. Okay, Lark. You've heard
I don't have religion.
a rumor of, well, you know what this is all about. Tell us your best Vecna story. Or Vecna explanation.
So Vecna is missing his eye in one of his hands, and both of them are powerful artifacts that would probably fetch a lot of money on the black market.
Okay. So maybe this eye is an artifact of the god Vecna, is what the Lark is telling you.
That seems improbable.
This seems like maybe. Maybe he can be more persuasive with the black market people he tries to sell it to, or she tries to sell it to. So that's what you know. What else do you guys want to do?
Do we know where he was heading or where he'd been recently?
I don't, she says.
How did he die? Stabbed?
Oh, yeah, his
Fell?
wounds are stabs from, and actually more like slashes, it looks like, from scimitar, a scimitar-like weapon.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Looks like he was slashed once in the back, he turned to fight, and he was slashed in the front, and fell dead from that.
Can we look for like
And it looked like
footprints leaving a way, or
You look carefully, and you don't find anything that will help.
any witnesses?
No witnesses. Looks like your only leads are the eye and the scrap of paper.
Healed, undying.
Right,
Can we ask where they were before? Like, did they... Obviously, they had split up if she didn't know where the den's at.
Yeah, she
Does she know where he's been around? Where
She
he's
has no
been-
idea.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, she has no idea.
Oh.
Does anybody have criminal contacts?
I'll check my description.
Can't believe no one has the criminal
Mark,
background.
have you
Come on.
played in any seedy criminal areas where there was rumors being passed around? Anybody got Speak with Dead? Looking.
Don't believe I do.
Can I cast? Can the Lark cast Identify as a ritual on the eyeball?
Yes, you may. All right. You cast Identify on the eyeball. You touch it with your feathered fingertips, and you determine with your identification spell that this is a source of divination. It will point to the direction of a nearby cult if there is one. If you say its key phrase, which is Hail the Undying.
Perfect.
Ah,
I will hold the eyeball in my hand and say, "Hail the Undying."
Okay. The withered eyeball aims its empty gaze down an alley. Well, first down a street. You follow it. And then eventually down an alley strewn with rubble. Rats scurry between chunks of old stone and dusty crates. At the back of the alley is set moldering wooden boards, propped up just enough to block a dark tunnel leading below the surface.
Mm.
All right, so now the map of this dark tunnel leading below the surface. Over to your right. Drag you over there. It's 5 feet wide, and it slopes down. The ground is a little bit damp and slippery in places, and there's no light coming from further down it. It's all dark down there. Who wants to lead the way in?
Archibald will do it if no one else does.
Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
Archibald,
can you-
bravely. You want
can
me
you
to center you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Do we want to? The Lark can cast invisibility if we want to have someone sneak ahead.
I'm fairly sneaky. Invisibility would be pretty nice.
Okay.
Actually, I have advantage +5 on stealth.
Oh.
Oh, you already have advantage?
Yeah.
Well, if you already have advantage, then invisibility won't do it.
So
Okay,
maybe
Archibald.
cast it on. Yeah.
You,
How dark? How dark is it?
It will be pitch dark if you go in there more than about 20 or 30 feet.
All right. This warning you, I probably can't see if we get too far. I'll just hold on to somebody's back. All right.
Stay in the middle and hold on to somebody's back.
All right. So we're are we going to hang back here while
You don't wanna-
Archibald gets ahead?
Sounds good to me. If you hear me screaming, come running.
I'll move up one more.
Okay, Archibald. You come forward to a chamber, and you hear first the soft lapping of water echoing ahead. When you come around, you can see, all in gray tones because you have no light, you see wood and stone debris from collapsed buildings. You see brackish water. You can't tell if it's, what exactly it is. It just looks gray. But you don't see anything floating in it. You do see a dark tunnel to the west.
Oh, sorry. Can I pull out? I noticed you have a homunculus in your.
Yeah, you
In the
can bring
journal
your,
thing?
you can bring that
Yeah.
homunculus out, yeah. Under companions and forms.
Oh,
You might have to adjust its hit points and such to match your level.
okay. Yeah, I'll do that one. All right. I will try to sneak on down the. Oh, how deep is the water? Do I know?
Well, you can't tell. It's opaque
Okay.
enough that you can't see, but you can way down into it or put a stick into it if you like.
I'll go to there and try to see how deep it is.
All right. It's 3 feet deep, roughly.
Okay.
Difficult terrain.
All right. I will. Okay. I'll go
Don't
back
go
and
in the
tell
water.
everybody.
You're just going to get
Yeah.
yourself killed alone.
I'll go back and tell everybody they can at least come this far.
Okay. Then we want to do Archibald.
And then, I mean, it's the only way to go.
Are we going to have a light source for those of us without dark vision?
It's generally a good idea to have light source if you have dark vision. Unless you're trying to be ultra sneaky. Because everything's just grayscale for you, Archibald. And disadvantage on your perception checks.
If it's a cult, then we should act like we belong to the cult. And just kind of, play along.
Yeah.
All right. I have a torch. Do I have a torch? I do not. Does anybody have a torch? Oh, actually, you know what? I have. Can I? One of my ball bearings. Can I do my little tinker thing on it to make it shed light?
It's only it's bright in 5 feet, dim in 5 feet.
I do have a torch if you want one.
Yeah. If could my homunculus carry a torch
You bet.
for us? Let's do that.
You bet. Torch
Sounds
bearer.
good.
So now you got light. You can see that the water's green. Looks like it's kind of a mix of sewage water and groundwater. So there's probably a break into the sewage system here somewhere. It's brackish. It's about 3 feet deep, difficult terrain. You also notice a cramped tunnel to the southeast. Very cramped. Looks like it would be hard for a medium creature to get through, although they could.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Any tracks here that indicate how others get through?
Make a survival check if anyone's trained in survival. No obvious tracks, in other words.
Okay.
But if you have survival, you might be able to spot something. Your 13, Lark, isn't enough. Okay. All right. Now, what do you want to do, Archibald?
So I was gonna sneak. I rolled a sneak there. Try to sneak over here and investigate over here.
Okay.
Search.
Just the same wood and stone debris from collapsed buildings above. This is like the basement of a building, it appears. And now with your light, you can see down the tunnel a little bit further to the west. Let me draw that for you. Searching around that wall there, you find nothing else. The tunnel to the south is looks like the tunnel itself is a little bit maybe unsteady, and you could maybe cause a collapse of it if you try and go that direction. It would take, you think, a 12 dexterity check, and you could use acrobatics if you're trained, to not cause a cave-in. So if you were to fail your 12 dexterity check, you might cause a cave-in, which make it impassable, might even pin you on inside it.
Okay.
Are you pretty dexterous?
Homunculus?
Yeah, I could send the homunculus in, but I mean, I can't like see through its eyes or anything.
Well,
No. Okay.
the lark is relatively dexterous. He'd be willing to go up and give it a try.
I
Okay.
can give you guidance.
Go Lark.
All
All
right.
right. You got a guidance spell on you too, Lark.
Perfect.
So make a DC 12 dexterity acrobatics if you have it check.
Do have acrobatics.
Okay.
And made it.
Nice. Okay. This is the tunnel down
15
here, Lark.
with that.
So you start scurrying down this tunnel, and you safely make it to the far side, which you'll need the light to see once you get there.
Yeah, I'll take the torch
Okay.
from the homunculus.
You probably want your own torch because you don't want to leave your friends in the dark, or your own light spell.
Well, I do not have either a torch.
I'm sure
or
you
light.
can borrow a torch from Grom.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
These adventure packs take all the fun out of it.
So you come to an intersection, and from this intersection, you can see a tunnel heading to the west, and you can see another chamber partially submerged to the south.
Is there any way to shore up that passage so my companions can make it through?
Now that you've made it through, you think you could take 10 minutes to disable the part of it, or to shore up the part of that could collapse. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 10 minutes to
Okay.
do that.
So now the rest of you can squeeze through. If you're medium, you're squeezing through if you want to go that way.
Yeah,
And
do it.
Good.
don't risk a collapse. Okay. So you come to the intersection. When you get to the intersection proper, you can see to the west like the backside of a wall. Like it just goes straight into a wall, which seems odd, of course. And to the south, you can see kind of the extent of the chamber that direction, and that it extends off to the west around the corner, it appears. But there's something disconcerting about that thing. The foul stench coming up from it is much stronger than it was to the north. So definitely more sewage here than there was to the north. And you see kind of burbling along, slinking along the muck of the thing is a a 4-foot tall, burbling mass of sewage slash maybe flesh, but you see no discernible anatomy to it. And that is like out here, just kind of burbling along in the sludge, kind of out in that area there that I just painted.
I try, I say, whoa, Grom meet thing like this once in very early days of adventuring. It have ability to think, maybe, if it is big thing with flappy arm and big mouth. If so, we could perhaps direct thoughts to it, try to speak to it.
Okay. You try with all your might, Grom, but you get no response.
Maybe it's something else.
What can we see down this? Looks like a dead ends down
It
this.
dead ends at a wall.
Let's check for any way to open the wall.
Okay, Dawson. Yeah.
Rap
There's
on it. Is
definitely
it
a
hollow?
door. Yeah, there's definitely a door there.
Okay.
Which you can kind of wedge your fingers into and push or pull into this hall here and expose the room beyond.
Sure you, Archibald.
Want to have Archibald do it? Okay, Archibald.
Yes.
This is what you see beyond.
Ooh.
Whoa.
A tomb. There is a stone, gold-painted sarcophagus. The sides of the sarcophagus bear a relief. Looks like it's depicting 2 women gazing lovingly over a field and a city. You think the city's maybe Neverwinter. One of the 2 women wears a suit of armor. The lid has a faintly distinguishable family crest, a blunted 6-pointed crown carved into it. There's some old weapons and decorated armor lining the walls of the room. Anyone trained in history, make a history check. And Bard, you can as well. Wow, Grom. You've seen this crest before.
Grom.
It's a noble crest. You're familiar with those for sure. It is of the Hallwinter family, whose lineage produced renowned knights throughout the Sword Coast. So the crest is of the Hallwinter family, whose lineage produced renowned knights throughout the Sword Coast. Sides of the sarcophagus bear relief depicting 2 women gazing lovingly over a field in the city, one wearing armor, and the lid where you saw that crest, or you saw that crest on the lid. Okay, there's some stairs that descend to the west, and looks like a larger chamber that direction. What do you guys want to do?
Ooh.
Well, don't we want to open the sarcophagus?
I'm in. Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right. Get ready, guys. I will.
As you're kind of taking that position, you notice that all the items in the room, the various weapons and armor, have rusted and are pretty much not usable, except for one shield, which remains intact and of extraordinary quality as well. There is no symbols, though, no heraldry.
I will grab that shield.
Okay. You want to equip that shield in place of your shield?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we want to take 10 minutes for me to identify it?
Are we rushed? Are we in like a rush or anything? Or we're
I
just
don't
kind
think
of
so. I mean,
okay.
yeah, nobody knows we're here yet, as far as we know.
Well, you already have it
Okay.
equipped, so
Yeah, too late. Let's do it. Curse shield. Let's go.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
everything will turn out good.
All
Okay.
right.
Now you take up positions and you open the sarcophagus, and inside is a skeleton. Medicine check if you're trained in medicine. DC 10 to kind of tell some
Yep.
particulars about who this person might have been, race,
Not
and
I.
sex, and such.
Well, I'll move up next to the sarcophagus, see if my just general knowledge of everything. Not this time.
Not this time, no. Okay, so it's a skeleton. You would say human. At least you know that much, but not much else from that. Nothing entombed with it. No weapons or armor or anything like that, or
Oh,
jewelry.
always have to
Okay.
check for false bottoms.
No false bottoms.
Mark.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get to a combat, do you guys want me to have the thunder gauntlets or the lightning launcher? Basically, I guess I should do the thunder gauntlets because it looks like I'm front lining it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. Okay, so we investigated, we searched the area. As best
So
we can?
so you're going to be the guardian, thunder gauntlets, and defensive
Yeah.
field. So
Yep.
as a bonus, you can gain your level and temporary hit points, and you do lose your powered steps and your dampening field. So you are not at advantage now.
That's right.
Stealth.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Where to now,
The stairs?
Archibald?
Yeah, head
Okay.
up those stairs.
They actually descend down into a chamber. And you can put your
Oh,
guy
down
just basically at the bottom of the stairs right here, and everyone else where you want to be when he's there. Bottom of those stairs. Show you the chamber you see. Go. All right. One more step, Archibald, and everyone else can be where you want to be after that. And the chamber that you come down into is pretty big.
Grom, stop stepping on me.
It's got glossy urns and incinerator boxes lining the walls. It's vaulted. There's a drain in the center of the room. You know what? I bet those stairs actually... No, they do descend into that room. Okay. And then as you kind of get used to the gloom and your light gets bright over the drain, a ghostly, transparent humanoid figure comes into focus, drifting above the drain. The figure is clad in plate armor, and where a head should be, there's instead a featureless, luminescent orb. It feels like it turns to look at you, at least the front of the body looks at you, although the featureless head you can't see any eyes in. And it speaks in common. It says, "I beseech you to help me. I cannot remember who I am."
Okay.
Are you a member of the Hallwinter family?
Maybe. But there's more. I don't know my... If that is my last name, I don't know my first name.
Ooh.
And the sarcophagus didn't have a name, did it?
It did not, no. Nope, the only thing you found in the sarcophagus was a coat of arms that you knew was Hallwinter. But
I
nothing...
described the coat of arms to him to see if that creates a memory, and he can go look at it if he wants to, assuming he's not tied to this.
The ghost
location.
says, "I cannot leave here.
Is there something we can do to help you?
If there's anything else you can find about who I was, you can return and tell me."
Is his clothing distinctive in any way?
No.
Is it a him or a her?
Well, you can't tell exactly. The armor would seem to indicate a her.
Okay.
But you can't see the facial features at all. You don't think there was enough in that chamber to give you any other information. You don't think you missed anything.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let's keep exploring.
Which way, Archibald?
I'm going to head down this way.
All right. See a tunnel as far as your light shines, basically, and opening up into a bigger chamber, it looks like. All right. You can stop there. When you can see into the chamber better, everyone else can get to where they want to be behind you. You see 2 stone pillars chipped that brace the vaulted ceiling. You see tombs along the walls that are cracked open. You see a dirty and desecrated shrine bearing the image of a blank scroll. Archibald, who's your deity? Who do you worship?
Ooh.
Agma?
Agba, yep.
You recognize that immediately as Agma's holy symbol. Okay. A dirtied and desecrated shrine, basically in the center of the western wall, bearing the image of a blank scroll. And, unfortunately, you see why those tombs are cracked open, because there are corpses prowling the room. They saw your light coming before you were visible, and they have started kind of shambling in your direction. So you see them when the first one kind of comes into view around the corner, and roll initiative.
I'm seeing Gorm in a wall, so I'm assuming that... do I need to refresh?
You might need to refresh.
Where's my initiative?
Or Grom, rather. Okay, I'm standing in the same space as Grom. So I'm going to move up here.
You move?
Yeah, I'll stand over the homunculus.
All right. Okay. The Lark, you're first to go.
Well,
I'll move the
then.
homunculus for you. There you go.
Well, I will just move in 1, 2, 3, and short sword. And hold on, I'm not announcing anything just yet.
And the Lark, you can also make a free knowledge check, intelligence check. Okay. You don't know anything extra.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so that's going to be 19 for 7.
19 is a hit, 7 points of piercing, wounds him fully.
And then I'll use my bonus action to stab with my dagger, but miss.
Okay. Oh, no, you didn't. You actually hit.
Oh, an 8 hit.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
they're slow. You won't get your +3, right? Or do you have 2
Correct.
weapon fighting?
I don't have to.
Okay, so that'll be 2. Okay, got it. After the Lark comes Dawson. Dawson, from your point, you can just make out one zombie that the Lark was stabbing from back there.
Okay.
Actually, you can make out 2. You just barely make out that far western north one as well.
All right. Well, I will firebolt the one that's next to Lark.
Okay.
Or Ray of Frost, actually. That's
Ray of
what
Frost,
I got
okay.
here.
Okay, he's got all sorts of cover from multiple allies, so that does not.
Yep.
Okay, after Dawson, Tars.
All right, I will just toll the dead
Toll
on
the
the dead.
on that one there.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. I think it's wisdom.
Yeah.
Ow, I think he made it. He's wounded though, so disadvantage. So he did not make it. So he took 1 damage. Necromantic, which he is wounded by necromantic, which is good news. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops, the zombies reversed. Those guys. Okay. So the zombie by the lark tries to slam you. 21 to hit you for 5. Then another zombie by you steps forward and tries to slam you. Only a 14, which is a hit for 3.
Yep.
And then this one goes 1, 2, 3 to there. Tries to slam Archibald. Missing wildly.
Oh no.
And then
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3 to there. That is it for them. Archibald, your turn.
I'm going to let's see 1, 2.
Okay, this is right.
Which will cast it. Okay, I'm going to do fairy fire. I'm going to throw a glitter bomb up into the air.
Nice. Okay.
Explodes, cover everybody in iridescent paint and glitters. And we'll do. You want me to draw?
No, it's 20 by 20, so just tell me which group you're getting.
So basically, starting at the corner of the square to my southwest,
Okay.
and then
You get
over
those 4
and
basically,
down
right?
4. Yeah.
Okay. Deck saves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. I got maybe 2
Oh my
successes.
goodness.
Hit that button for me so I know what this DC is. Got a 14 for the third roll. You don't
13.
Fairy fire. Fire fire is 13. Okay. So 3 of them made it. The one to the southwest of the lark is glowing purple for all of you. That purple dot means you have advantage to attack that one. Anything else, Archibald?
Well, I'll bonus action tell my homunculus to force attack that guy.
Okay.
Or force strike, I guess it is.
Range weapon attack. 16's a hit. 23's a hit too. 3 force damage on the purple one, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then Grom.
My turn?
Yep.
Grom goes, let me see, I can't see, and comes inside. Oh, well, that's a problem. And Grom pulls out his holy symbol and directs it towards them, and I will channel my divinity and try to turn them all.
Nice. Okay.
This looks like they're all within 30. Nope, that's, yeah.
12 wisdom saves. Okay. 3 top row. Holy cow. 1 turned. I'm going to put the turned ones to a 90-degree angle like that. Then
Cool.
next row, another 1 turn. And then the bottom 3, 2 of the 3 turn.
Take it. And I will say to them, hey, any of you all know the spirit in the other room? Know who he is? No? All right, well then, as you were.
After Grom.
Don't hit the ones that are turned.
The blue ones,
said
so
to my
this one
friends.
goes to the corner, that one goes to the corner. This one comes forward to here, attacks the lark with a slam, missing. And then this one goes there. Grom, also you can make an intelligence religion check. Free. With a 14, you recognize the image on the shrine. The shrine's the center of the west wall over there. As the holy symbol of Agma, god of knowledge and patron to bards and wizards.
All right.
Then, next to go is the lark.
All right.
So
Lark
you got a
will-
purple glowing one to your southwest, 2 running away to your southeast.
But this one's not turned,
Correct.
and he is injured, so the lark will try to attack him. Short sword.
Hit.
18 for 4.
4, okay.
And then I'll do my dagger for another 2.
2. All right, got it. Then Dawson.
Hey, Dawson is going to step up to get a closer view, look over the shoulders of all those companions that are obstructing, to pick out the one furthest left down the line and shoot a ray of frost
Oh,
at
that
him.
hits. Which one exactly west of the lark? Southwest? South?
Straight west.
Straight west of the lark. Okay, 8 gold to that one. Got it. After Dawson, Tars, your turn.
All right. Given that there's a mass amount of cover here, I will also move up. I will poke my little insect head around, click a few times, and I will hold. Can I see the one due south of the lark?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I will hold the dead on
Roll
that
dead
one.
on him. Does a save. Takes 1
Another,
necrotic.
another one. I feel like Dave that one time.
All right, zombies. This one
Sacred
comes
flame.
here. 2, 4, 5. This one will provoke if anyone wants to strike it. That one I just moved south of Grom. 3 of you could attack it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys didn't
It's a
fall for
lot of
the
attacks.
trap.
We just
Okay, the one due south.
fighting more.
The one due south of the Lark will attack you, Lark. Miss. Then this one, the fairy fired one, will also attack the Lark. Hit you for
Yep,
7. Archibald, your turn.
Let's see here. 10. All right. I'll move there and attack the one west.
Okay. That's a hit.
Jeez. Oh, nice. And I think it's got like disadvantage against anybody but me.
Yeah, to target other than you till the start of your next turn. And you did 4 thunder to it. Okay.
And then bonus action, force strike from my homunculus for 6.
Which one? Same one?
Oh, the same one. Yeah.
Same one. Okay, that might get it. It's Undead Fortitude check. It has 1 hit point left, it looks like.
Oh, man.
All right. Grom, your turn.
All right. Grom's got one right in front of him. What do I want to do? I will test one out with my mace, which is very me. The one I can have right in front of me, I'll attack with my mace. Nope.
9's a hit.
Oh,
Undead
that's right.
Fortitude on the 6 damage. It's still standing. Knocking chunks off of it, but it doesn't relent. Okay, zombies' turns. The blue ones. 2 are turned. 1 to the west of the Lark attacks the Lark with a slam. 17's a hit Lark for 2 damage. 1 southwest of Archibald attacks Archibald with a slam. 21, I think, is a hit, Archibald. Oh, you're wearing that new shield, aren't you?
I am.
Still a hit for 4 bludgeoning.
4.
It's not a +3 shield. Scratch that off. That's over. The Lark, your turn.
Okay. Lark is going to, try to put down the injured one, I guess. 10 for 5.
10 for 5. Undead Fortitude, DC 10, I think it is. Still standing.
I'm gonna do the dagger on the one with fairy fire.
Okay.
Just get it down.
Be advantage on that. 10's a hit. 4 damage to it.
So 1 damage actually.
Oh, right. Dawson.
Hey, Dawson will keep creeping towards the battle. Ray of Frost, the injured one. Well, it's got to fail a save sometime.
The one at 1 hit point. Okay.
Yeah,
Armor class 10 with cover. Oh, you missed.
there it is. Ouch.
Okay. After Dawson, Tara's your turn.
I wonder if magic works. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to actually cast Magic Missile, first level. 1, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but any 1 missile to the one south of Lark and 2 to the one above him. So the first one is 3. It'll just be normal force
7
damage.
to the one west of Lark.
And the other
then
2 to the one west. Yeah.
3 on the one to the south. That's a DC 8 Undead Fortitude check. Still standing.
Wow.
After your turn comes zombies, not in blue. We got 1 fairy fired attacking the Lark with a slam. Oh, Archibald, you had a concentration check when you got hit. Missed the Lark.
Oh, right.
No problem. And the one to the south of the Lark, still attacking the Lark. That's who was attacking before. 15 for 4, Lark.
Yep.
Archibald, your turn.
All right. I'm trying to take out this guy to the west. Oops, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Thunder Gauntlets. There we go.
Ooh, big hit.
19 for 11.
Giant strike on that. It's a DC 16 Undead Fortitude check. And you
Finally.
dropped him.
All right. And then bonus action. Actually, here, I'll move up. And then bonus action force strike on the fairy fired one.
Okay.
16 for 5.
5. Okay, Grom, your turn.
All right. I will. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I will try to toll the dead on the 2 that are west of me.
Gotcha.
It's a DC. What is my DC? All right. Where is toll the dead? There we go. Boop.
4 damage to both of them. 12 wisdom saves for both of them. 1, 2. Both with disadvantage because they're both wounded. So you got both of them for 4.
Nice.
After you is zombies' turn. The blue zombies. 2 of them turned. 1 due south of Archibald attacks you, Archibald, with a slam. 15's miss. The one west of the Lark attacks the Lark with a slam. 11's miss. And then that round's over. And the Lark.
All right. Let's go with the most injured one to my left.
Hit for 8. Might kill it. No. 1 hit point left.
Jeez. And then dagger on the fairy fired one.
Okay. Hit for
that's
6 or
3.
3. Got it. Dawson, your turn.
Hey, Dawson steps up to there, and we'll try and frost the one that's at 1 hit point. Zap.
Oh, that's a hit for 2 damage. That's going to be DC 6 undead fortitude. Still standing. 7. Taurus, your turn.
I will do the magic missile thing again. 1 to the one due left of Lark, and 2 to the one that's very fired.
All right. 2 points to the top one, and 6 points to the bottom one. You can kill both. Top one is going to be a DC 7. Made it. Bottom one's a DC, I think, 11. Ooh, drop the bottom one.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
After Tars come the zombies that are not blue. They're both turned. And then Archibald, your turn.
I will attack the one south of me. 15 for 6.
6. Okay.
And then bonus action 4 strike on the one next to the Lark. 13 for 5.
For 5, next to the Lark. It's DC 10 undead fortitude. Still
Dang.
Grom, your turn.
All right, I will toll the dead on the same one that was just attacked.
Okay, with some save again. Got him. A dead fortitude check. DC 6. Made it. Zombie blue, west of the Lark. The slam. Missed. Zombie blue, south of Archibald with the slam. Missed. Lark, your turn. We might actually run out of turn rounds. The way this is going.
That's zombies.
Short sword on the one that's almost dead.
Okay.
For 9.
9. That's a DC 14 undead fortitude save. Oh, you dropped him barely.
I'm gonna move over here out of the way. And that's it. I'm not going to use my bonus action.
Okay, Dawson, your turn.
Red Frost on the blue one that's still fighting.
It's an 8. It's got cover
Yes.
from Archibald, so that's a miss. And then Tara's your turn.
I will. I guess I will actually. I'm going to try everything in my thing. I'm going to hit him with a firebolt. So
Oh,
20 for 4 fire
Ouch. That's a sad crit.
is a horrible.
Okay.
Is this a hard corner
Yeah,
next to Grom?
it is a hardcore.
Okay.
Zombies are turned. Archibald, your turn.
All right, let's try to get rid of this guy to my south.
That's a
10
hit.
for 9.
Still standing.
Yeah, bonus action 4 strike from the homunculus.
Ooh, a 1 is a miss.
A 1 is a miss.
Grom, your turn.
All right, Grom will toll the dead once more.
Just a sec. DC, 6. DC 12 undead fortitude. Still standing.
Oh,
Down to 1 hit point. And then its turn. It'll attack Archibald. Slam. 18 misses you. So it's not a -1 shield. Cross that off your list.
That's good.
And the Lark, your turn.
Bracketing.
I'm going to try to mock this thing.
All right, vicious mockery. What's that check? Wisdom? That is a failure. So he's mocked. Psychic damage still gets his undead fortitude. Makes it. But he has disadvantage next attack. Dawson, your turn.
Is that a column?
Okay, so in the center of the room, there are 2 chipped stone pillars bracing the vaulted ceiling. To the west is a dirtied and desecrated shrine bearing the image of a blank scroll. And around the room are various cracked open tombs.
Well, I'll shoot it again.
Firebolt? Okay.
Yeah.
Ray of Frost for 5. That's a DC 10 undead fortitude. Dropped them. Now you have just seconds before those other ones will be unturned. So, this isn't really rounds, but I'll kind of go around the table to see what you guys want to do. If you have any ideas for what to do.
Yeah,
Archibald, any ideas what you want to do?
Cast the detect magic on that. Oh no, because I wouldn't have 10 minutes ritual. I want to inspect that scroll, that quote unquote blank scroll.
Okay, head on over there and inspect that scroll. Do you have a religion skill at all?
I do not.
Don't, but you are a follower of Ogma. You can make a regular intelligence check. Make a regular intelligence
Excellent.
check. All right. Wow, examining the shrine, you intuit that rededicating the shrine to Ogma could help against the zombies. You think you barely have enough time. You need to clean it as an action, then touch it and expend a spell slot, some sort of magical energy into it, or perform a song using an instrument and with a good performance check to rededicate it. So, would you like to clean it?
Did I use my action?
You used your action to investigate it. You can clean it too, though, if you want.
Okay, sure. Yep.
Okay. And then, does anyone else have any right ideas? Let's just go around the table here. That was Archibald. Grom. Looks like Archibald's
will-
trying to rededicate it. He says he needs a level 1+ spell cast into it or perform a song. Or you can just
Yeah,
pass.
I'm definitely not going to sing, so I will cast energy into it and use a level 1 spell slot.
Okay. As soon as that happens, the shrine glows with white light, and all zombies in the area collapse unconscious. So the 4 zombies there in the corner that were cowering from you, Grom, are now lying on the floor.
Sweet.
You have a feeling that
Oh,
might
God.
last for a while.
The Lark tells Grom that he appreciates him using a level 1 spell, but points out that having a bard who can sing in the group, it's one of the few things that the Lark can actually do to help.
Grom scratches his head and tries to exactly understand what you mean. He says, I can cast spells.
You were a good hit point sponge, though, Lark. You did consume a lot of attacks.
You did.
I know. What the Lark is really saying is that he wishes that Grom would have used that level 1 spell slot on
To
healing
heal
him.
Yeah.
He'd like the Lark to sing a song instead of wasting it.
Gotcha.
All right. So, there's nothing else there of the shrine. You examined it, Archibald, and there's no other secret niches or compartments or other items there. The scroll is just built into it. You see a long, dark hallway heading to the west of the room, and
I say, Lark, this is how wonderful scars will form on your body. You should embrace this.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, I do not have cure wounds. I do have healing word, so it's not a lot of healing outside of the initial aid spell, and then theoretically I could do another aid spell. I do also have prayer of healing, but that would require 10 minutes.
Well,
If we get hurt enough, we could do that.
Yeah, don't waste healing word, because that's really more of a somebody goes unconscious. You could
Yep.
pick them up. Though.
I do have a potion that I'm never going to use because I refuse to go down. So I will give you my potion.
Oh, well.
You can roll it if you want.
Well,
Too late.
I'll take the 5.
okay, Archibald. You come to a door. You're about 30 feet down this tunnel. The door is made of green-tinged stone. It seals off progress to the south. Facing the door is a large carving of a grinning skull on the north wall. There, looking south toward the door on the south. One eye socket of this carving of the grinning skull, it bears a wide eyeball with a jeweled iris, while the other eye socket is an empty divot. And the passage also continues to the east.
Well, I'll relay that to everybody. And do we want to try putting that eyeball in there, or do we?
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah. There's also lots of zombie parts if you want to try one of those instead.
It's true. Would the eyeball fit? Like, is it on
Yeah.
the same size?
Yeah, it does look about the right size.
Yeah, let's
So,
do that.
since this one does perform a function, I'll just go back and rip one out. Grum loves dead bodies and stuff. He thinks it's all great. He'll just go and pop one out of one of the zombies and then bring it back here.
Okay. Which one do you want to put in, Archibald? The decaying zombie eyeball or the eyeball you got off of the scout?
I'm afraid that it requires a specific eyeball, like specifically the one that is, used to like part of the cult rituals. So I recommend we don't screw around and put in a zombie eyeball, but instead put in the actual eyeball that I think is supposed to go there.
Yeah,
Grom
I'll
just
put
puts
in
the other eyeball in his pocket in case he needs it later.
Snack.
I'll do the eyeball we found.
Okay. When you place that eyeball into the socket, it pulses with a sickly green light, and the double door swings open to reveal a staircase heading down.
Down. Got it.
Down.
Okay. I'm going down, guys.
All right. The staircase descends down into a wide sanctuary with a vaulted ceiling. You see stone pews arranged in orderly rows. Black candles burning green flames occupy niches along the walls.
Green flames.
Atop the pulpit stands a jagged sculpture of an emaciated hand with an eyeball in its palm. So that's the pulpit to the south right there on the map. Right here. It's got this this jagged sculpture of an emaciated hand with an eyeball in its palm. You can kind of see that in the picture there. Black candles burning green flames on the various edges of the room, and then 2 passageways branch off to the east and to the west. You recognize, Lark, this is a symbol of Vecna, the powerful lich of and god of secrets known and feared on many worlds.
Whoa.
Is it fairly well lit in there?
Yeah, it is fairly well lit.
Okay. Well, head down.
You all get into the room. Anyone want to do anything in there before you move on?
I mean, the Lark will check it thoroughly.
Searching around the Lark. You don't find anything special. Nothing hidden that you can find.
I'm not finding any clues about that poor ghost dude.
Hmm.
Do we want to mess with the
altar.
and? Well, how about from here? Can I see anything down the passage?
To the west, it goes about 40 feet. It opens up into a room that's kind of dark, right in the dim light of your torch. There's some forms low toward the ground, about the size of humans. They're not moving. That's to the west. To the east, in the same distance, is another large chamber, and you see nothing in it, just an expanse of darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna. How far does the light extend down the passage to the?
20 feet
West.
bright, 20 feet dim.
Okay.
Oh, the candlelight, you mean? The candlelight just basically illuminates about 5 to 10 feet down.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go west.
Okay. When you get a little bit down the hallway, you can see that those forms that are low to the ground are indeed, looks like humanoids sleeping in cots.
Oh.
Yeah, you see 3 humanoids sleeping in cots. They're not dragon cultists. Sorry, I grabbed dragon cultist tokens. They are humanoid, wearing gray robes. No big dragon headgear. And let's see what else is in the chamber here. Just the makeshift cots. There's really no other furnishings. They're wearing gray robes, and they're slumbering peacefully. Not shown on the map is a torch that's flickering basically at the intersection of the south. Past that south intersection, thanks to the flickering torchlight, which I should have told you about before you got here, you probably could have seen better, is another chamber with some more makeshift cots. And in that one, and there are more cots than there are sleeping figures in these chambers. You see some more sleeping cultists in gray robes, and these robes are the same. These robes are the same robes that Delvin was wearing. Yes, over his armor.
Grom makes the indication of like we should shank them while they're sleeping, kind of.
Well, we should take at least one of them alive to interrogate.
I mean, we should go one by one and non-lethal the first one, right? And see if we can.
You bet. So, anyone would like to move up next to one to do that shanking or the knocking out, the sapping, knocking out, however you want to do it? Make a stealth check for me. Basically, anyone who wants to be in the room, make a stealth check. The Lark, you sneak in nice and quiet. No one wakes up.
Well, 14.
Archibald, 14, you sneak in nice and quiet. No one wakes up.
Anybody else want to risk it?
I mean, just for science, I will. I will do the. I can't see it. I'm gonna stealth but do my change to the color of the wall.
Well, they can't see you, so that's not going to help you.
If their eyes open, though.
In case they open when they make the sound. They won't see you, just the big black bird.
Yeah.
Okay, make your stealth check.
No.
You just made it. Just barely.
Okay.
Okay, so the three of you can strike these 3 and to knock them out if you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now to do that, what I'll have you do is make your best attack roll with advantage, and if you can do enough to knock them out, they won't make any sound.
All right. So
before we roll initiative.
Yeah, let me see. Let me make sure Thunder Gauntlet's my best.
do we want to roll initiative or just make our attack?
No, you can just make your attack. Let's go for it.
And I am going to use one of my bardic inspirations to include a psychic blade with that.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Okay, yours is knocked out.
Oh, no.
I feel like
nothing.
Thunder Gauntlet should be loud. It seems like, but maybe not.
I will crit.
Tars, you crit one with your staff, crack it over the head. Okay, both you and Archibald haven't quite knocked yours out, but you staggered them enough. You got with a 1 hit point of knocking them out, that they don't make enough noise before you finish off with the job. So you got these 3 knocked out, unconscious. And
Do we want to drag them back? Can we drag them back to the
Sure.
little sanctuary thing
Sure.
back here?
Yeah, you drag them all out of there.
And tie them up.
And tie them up. Done.
And interrogate them.
Bathed in the green flame.
Once one of them wakes up, I am going to whisper for a minute in his ear truly horrifying statements about what will happen to him if he doesn't cooperate and use my words of terror. ability, which I'm really excited about trying.
This might be the only time you're ever going to use that.
I know.
I
That's
know.
why I was very quick to say we didn't knock somebody out.
Okay, let's see. I'll do a wisdom save. Well, he'll be frightened. Wow. His dark devotions protect him.
Well,
Even without it, it's fine. But so these three are not in fear of you, the Lark, but they certainly know that you could finish them off. Anyone want to try? You could try to
killed one of them. Would that work better?
Yes, it sure would.
The Lark's frustration with the terror failing.
The worst character power ever. That fear and your guys' threat of killing them definitely will loosen some lips.
I am definitely not the interrogator type.
So I'm gonna need who's gonna do the talking to them.
Well, I mean the Lark would volunteer unless
Okay.
somebody quicker.
All right, Lark.
It's not my specialty. People never trust me.
I'll guide him if he's going to make a check.
Go ahead and make a intuition or persuasion, your choice. I mean, intimidate or persuasion, your choice. You have advantage on the intimidate from your words of terror.
Okay, well then intimidation it is.
Okay.
That's an 18.
18, okay. They're intimidated. They'll answer whatever questions you have.
So ask them first about the investigator who was killed.
Oh, Zal'ir uncovered the presence of the spy. He describes the spy, and it seems to match Delvin's description. He was chased from the catacombs and assassinated for his transgression.
Well done.
And what exactly did he find out?
All serve Vecna, the Whispered One.
What's your plan?
We follow Zal'ir.
Who's that?
He is our leader. He is conducting profane experiments in the ritual chamber. He aims to draw secrets from the depths of the mortal soul. And then he begins to cackle, kind of alarmingly loudly.
Okay. The Lark will silence him with a dagger to the throat.
Okay. His cackles echo, and all's quiet again. And then, Grom, you hear some stirring to the southwest.
Oh, I give everybody the sign.
You can either rush in there and catch them getting up, or you can back away and let them come to you. Grom, what are you doing?
I will let them come to me since I'm gonna need my fellas.
So Grom rushes back into the room.
As soon as I see them, I'll
You guys can all kind of take up whatever positions you want to be in the room. The three are unconscious in the room there, so I'm just going to move them off the map to not confuse the situation. They won't take part at all, those guys. But these guys, you see them, you see the first one step into view. You can put you guys where you want to be when that happens, and then we'll roll initiative. Just going to replace these guys.
Are folks who've been doing melee hurt? I could stop the
I'm
guy
good.
for a while.
Okay. Once you're happy where you're standing, roll initiative.
Yeah, just so you know, I am pretty beat up, so I will not be doing melee this time around.
You
You'll be
didn't
getting
really
some
do melee
buffers.
last time around. It's more like a
I did melee.
more like a performance. You mimic death.
It was Kabuki theater.
Funny.
Pinata was the roll.
Whatever.
All right. These guys, there we go. Holy cow. Lark, you see the first one there.
I'm going to mock him for
Vicious
following
mockery.
a wussy
You got him.
dead.
One psychic disadvantage. Remind me when that happens. Tar, it's your turn.
I will, I guess I will firebolt. Can I see around all these people?
He has like a improved cover, so it's gonna be pretty hard to hit him.
Alright. Alright, well, I'll just magic missile him then.
Okay.
Magic missile.
Oh wow. Dead.
That'll be straight force.
Yeah. Just dead.
He has disadvantage on his attack.
He does. Thanks. All right. Now the first of the cultists. 3, 5. Rushes forward to there. Scimitar out. Same weapon you think probably killed Delvin. Swings his scimitar at you, missing. Archibald, your turn.
I will thundergauntlet the guy right in front of me.
9 is a miss.
Okay, and then force strike from the homunculus.
7's a miss.
7 is probably a miss.
All right.
And that is it.
And the cultists in the back, both move up. Go. They're done. Dawson, your turn.
Hey, Dawson will zap the closest cultist.
One cult.
That is a 18 for 1 point of damage.
Grom, your turn.
Take that.
That's pretty good. I will chill touch the 2 that I can see there in a line.
All right.
So be
Just hit the button twice. Got the second one. Missed the first one.
All
Second
right.
one takes 7 necrotic. Okay.
die, bad cultist.
Lark, your turn.
All right, let's vicious mock the one who's almost dead
All right.
for being almost dead.
Got him. 3 psychic kills him. Tars, your turn.
Oh. I'll move up.
Your turn, Tars.
Sorry, I had a pretzel in my mouth. Yep, total dead on the one right by Archibald.
All right. Disadvantage on the save. He takes 3 damage. Then the cultist's turn. That one there attacks Archibald with a scimitar. Oh, missing him badly. Archibald, your turn.
All right. Thunder Golem's the guy in front of me. 11?
Miss.
Tag. And then boom.
19 hit, 6 dropped him. Then the last cultist swings his scimitar on you, Archibald, critting you for 6 slashing.
All right.
Then Dawson, your turn.
Nelson will zap him.
That's a hit for 5. And then Grom, your turn.
Okay. We just have the one guy there. I'll toll the dead him.
Wisdom save, disadvantage. Ooh, we made it. Grom, turn is done. Lark, your turn.
And here we go with another vicious mocking.
Ooh, you killed him as well. All of them down to the words of the vicious mocking crow. And that's where we'll take a break. 9:30, so let's come back at 40 after the hour. All right, we're back. So you have 3 unconscious cultists and a bunch of dead cultists around you. And looks like nothing else is coming.
Fantastic.
What do you
Loot
guys want
bodies.
to do? What was that?
Loot the bodies?
Loot the bodies. Okay. Each of these cultists wears a hooded gray robe, and each of them in their pocket has a desiccated eyeball similar to the one you found before.
Mhm.
A couple of them have some gaudy jeweled rings. In fact, you find several of them, worth about 10 gold pieces each, and that's all you find in the bodies.
Let's strip the bodies of the gray cloaks, like gray robes, put them on, and try to pass ourselves off as cultists.
Yeah, I don't see why not. That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Hail Ayus.
The Lark will cast disguise self on himself so that he looks like a human, one of the human cultists that are dead.
Okay. Smooth skinned and all.
Yep.
I kind of want to see if we can wake up one of these unconscious guys and have him mess with the altar.
We could just throw a body at the altar.
That's true. Well, I was thinking, see if there's like a secret door or something, maybe, but I don't want to really mess with it if I don't have to. If somebody else could do it for me, that'd be great.
Like a secret door under the altar?
Under the altar or behind the altar,
Um,
and we have this resource of cultists.
yeah. Guinea pigs.
So the Lark
Yeah, I
already
mean-
the Lark already searched the room and didn't find anything. Do you want to search it again?
Oh.
Never mind then.
Yeah, he already said
no.
I'll search the room.
Oh, okay.
I would have told you if
Hold
I went
on.
down to the secret compartment.
Do you want to go through the living quarters? Or you want to go right?
No, I'd say keep going the way we were going.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds great to me.
So the living quarters is a scattering of cots, a few blankets, a few pieces of clothing here and there.
Hmm.
Continue south?
Not the nicest place.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
head this
When
way.
you get to there, Archibald, you can hear kind of a low chanting.
Of course.
Oh, quick, back up. That end of adventure. Have to go other way.
You want to sneak up on it? Do you want the sneaky one?
I mean, I'm fairly sneaky. I'm not as sneaky as I was.
Okay. Well, that happens to the best of us, right? It's just time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave the homunculus behind.
Okay.
Is there a door there, or?
No, there's not a door. Here,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you see. Goes around the corner.
The Lark will cast invisibility on you.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So, yeah, I will sneak ahead. No
Okay.
light.
Yeah,
you
there's some
have
torchlight behind you, and there's some green light coming from the room ahead. And you're invisible now? Is that right?
That's what I hear.
When you get to there, you can see the rest of the room. I'll show you what you see there.
Should I roll a dex or a sneak?
No, you can just move up.
Oh, okay.
Show you what you see. All right. When you get to there, you can see some sort of ritual going on. Let's see.
Oh.
All right. In this chamber, there's cacophonous whispers echoing around you. Carved into the floor is a runic circle that pulses with sickly green light. You see cultists standing inside the circle. 3 of them standing inside the circle. Heads are thrown back and their mouths are agape. Then you hear someone from out of sight to the north shout, "Now! Release your secrets unto me!" Let me know at any time if you want to leap into action.
Oh,
Let the truth hidden in your soul come forth and become stronger.
I'll head back and tell everybody.
You guys can kind of hear that.
Oh, okay.
You can just hang out or you want to
Yeah,
rush
we
in.
should probably rush in.
As you're
All
rushing
right.
in, you come around the corner, and Archibald, you can stop there, and everyone else can be where they want to be when Archibald gets there, because I bet the first visible person will be coming into the room. There you go. Once you're happy where you're standing, the two of you are on top of each other. So there you go. Is the lark going in first? Probably not, right? Okay. Once you're happy where you're standing, you can shift it if you don't like where you're at. Roll initiative.
So I can't go farther than where I'm at, or can I go?
You guys all rushed in as fast as you could together, I thought.
Okay.
Right? After you ran back to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
roll initiative. Okay, then. The leader, he yelled, "Now, release your secrets unto me. Let the truths hidden in your soul come forth and become stronger." And then the cultists' silhouettes warp. This is as you come running into the room. You see them warping, and you see shadowy entities coming out from them and separating from them. So you see now 3 shadowy entities circling the 3 cultists. The voice coming from the north, Archibald, you get around the corner far enough to see that to the north there is another cultist, and behind him in the very back of the chamber is another cultist. This one appears to be the leader, the one yelling these commands. So you got a leader way up here to the north and multiple cultists in the chamber. The one in the north is an imposing human cultist in a sweeping robe, standing against the wall, chanting. His oily hair is slicked back, and his skin is gaunt and gray. Initiatives. Okay, so that's what you guys all see. The Lark, you're first to go. You could stand if you can't see much from there, but if you went to there, you can see more if you want. You can stand there if you want.
The lark will move there.
Okay. And these 4 pillars, no one else should be moving, only the lark. Or these 5 pillars. These things are kind of like glass, like onyx glass, and there's like conduits of pulsing green energy coming to the circle. You can see the runes around the circle. You don't know what those runes are, if it's any kind of a magical circle or anything that you need to worry about, and the shadowy forms that are moving as separate from the cultists. What do you want to do?
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out if the ritual can be disrupted by messing with those pillars?
Yeah, make a Arcana check. This will be free.
So that's an 11.
You don't know anything about what's going on.
All right. Well, in that case, the guy. So this guy is the one who's calling out the ritual, or is it
The
this
one
guy?
all the way to the north. Yeah,
All right.
but you can't see from where you're at.
Okay. But this guy's not being affected by it. So, and can I see him around where I'm at? Or is that
Yeah,
4 o'clock?
you can see them. Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to vicious mock him.
Okay. Oops.
What's wrong, man? Not cool enough for the ritual?
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, he was not affected by that.
Okay. After the lark comes the fanatic to the north. So.
Oh, actually, as a bonus action, I'm going to give Grom. No, I'll give Archibald Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Nice.
And Archibald's invisible because of you, right, Lark?
He is, yes.
Visible there. So can you do... Yeah, he only has to hear you. And this will be your Bardic Inspiration. There you go. Okay. After the lark comes the fanatic. He's going to step forward to where he can see you guys. He's going to go ahead and do a bonus action spell, Spiritual Weapon. A weapon looks like a green clawed hand appears and attacks the lark. 15, Lark?
Now, the Lark does look like one of his cultists, and the Lark is holding his hands behind his back as though he's a prisoner. Does that make a difference?
He did just cast a vicious mockery on the other cultists.
So
So
he
no.
didn't see who that came from, though, because he was blocked by the pillar.
The answer is still no.
It was worth a try.
15? 8 force?
Yeah.
DC 10 concentration check.
I'll use my inspiration on this.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. That was his bonus action. As his regular action, he's going to do Sacred Flame. He'll do that also on the lark. 7 radiant damage, 11 dex save negates. No problem. Then he'll move back for cover for you guys. And he's done. And then, Rom, your turn.
I will cast Bless. And who wants the benefit? Who's gonna go up there and do attack rolls or wants attack roll bonuses?
Yeah, I mean, I'm maybe not on my first turn, but I'm definitely going to be making attack rolls.
Okay,
That's
and
Archibald.
Archibald. All right, so I'll do the same ones that I got with the aid, unless you don't need it. If you're not making lots of attack rolls, and that's it.
That was the
Done.
Lark and Dawson, I believe. You guys, either one of you
Yep.
decline it? Nope. Okay, put the cross swords like I just put on Archibald. That's bless. And then for Crom, put a lightning bolt. That's concentration. It'll be near the top left. Okay, that's Grom. Finish your move where you want, Grom, and then Tar, it's your turn.
I'll move back.
I see the fanatic beating the living crap out of my friend. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that give me a line of a vision?
Yep, you can see him. Yeah.
All right. Let me just make sure I can understand the range. 90 feet. So I'm gonna try the chromatic orb.
Nice.
Don't know if it matters at this point what kind of energy. And
No.
I'll aim right here, and hopefully
Ricochet it
I'll
off.
miss. Ricochet. All right. Yeah. Yep. And then I will move. I will stand right there. Hopefully,
Okay.
draw some attention away from Lark.
Okay, the first of the cultist goes. This is the bodyguard. He's going to come rushing forward with a scimitar. He'll come to there and attack Archibald.
I was invisible, right?
Not anymore, unfortunately.
Oh.
Lark lost his concentration.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's a miss. And then Shadow. One of the first shadows goes. It comes there and attacks Archibald with a strength drain. 21 to hit you, Archibald. That's a hit. It's not a +2 shield. 5
Okay.
necrotic.
5.
And your strength's reduced by 1.
Okay.
So keep track
So
of that.
9. Got it. Okay.
That's it for it. Archibald, your turn.
So I will.
Watch your encumbrance and your movement effects.
Oh yeah.
And remember, we're using variable
Okay.
encumbrance too.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me check on it.
You can look that up later. What do you want to do on this turn, though?
Okay. I'm gonna thunder wave them.
Nice. Those two right in front of you there?
Yep.
Okay, 4 points of... Oh, no. 4 points of thunder damage.
Oh, great.
13 con save negates, or half, I mean. The cultist takes all 4
Ooh.
and is pushed back 10 feet to there. And then the shadow
Bonus action.
takes... Let's see, with a 14, he takes half of the thunder. Normally he takes half of thunder, so he takes 1 damage. You would think they couldn't be force moved. That's a 4. So he's force moved back to there.
Oh, he gets force moved even if he fail or if he makes the save.
You're right. He does not.
I mean,
It's a fourth edition shadow.
okay, and then bonus action force strike on
Okay.
on the shadow.
Okay. Shadow is hit for 3 force, and the force seems to do full damage to the shadow.
Okay, cool. Good to know. And then
All
that
right.
is it.
And then Dawson, your turn. Ooh, here comes a shatter.
Dawson, try a shatter.
Okay.
Right, just there.
Right there. Okay.
And roll some dice.
Nice.
Yeah.
My dire. Here we go. Shatter.
Wow. 14 thunder damage. 13 con save for half. 2, 3. All 3 of the cultists are exploded.
Wow.
And then the 2 shadows, 14 con saves. The first one made it, takes 7 thunder. Resists thunder, so takes 3. The second one failed it and takes half of 14 and 7 thunder. Nice job there,
Hey,
Dawson.
I'm going to eyeball those green pillars. Is there anything I see about mantling
Arcana
them?
check. Arcana check.
Oh, I don't think I do.
You don't know. The shadow's turn. Okay, so the shadows come. 6. That one flies there and attacks Dawson with a strength drain. Dawson.
Hey,
That's a miss. Another shadow. Let's see, I don't know. Morphous. So slither around that pillar. I have to enter the space by Archibald. Attack Tar's Bane with a strength drain.
That's a hit.
That's a hit for 10 necrotic, and your strength
Okay.
is reduced by 2. That's it for that round. I think everyone's gone. Lark, your turn.
I'm gonna do a dissident whispers on this guy right here.
Okay.
Back 10.
Ooh, he failed his saving throw and does 10 psychic damage, which kills him.
He also has to move away from me.
And he moves away. Finish wherever you like, and then the fanatic gets to go. Remember, you've got the green skulled clawed hand right in your face. on the spiritual weapon.
Not anymore, I know.
You're in the same. There you go. Okay. Let's see. He's going to turn
Wait, now it's on me.
his attention of that hand. Well, he's got to see. He'll have the hand come south and go after Tar's Bane. So here's the spiritual weapon, you Tars. Missed you. And then he will hold person on Archibald. So Archibald, 11 wisdom save to negate as your muscles start to contract and freeze in place.
Oh, I'm definitely using my inspiration on
Okay.
this.
Advantage on that. Wisdom.
Oh no!
Oh no, you got a 1. I
Wow.
don't think Bardic Inspiration is going to help you there. So, you
No.
are paralyzed. You can resave at the end of each of your turns. And
Cool.
you all notice Archibald like freeze in motion like he hasn't lubricated the armor recently enough. And then all the shadowy creatures turn and look at him. And
Help.
the fanatic will back up. That. Grom, your turn.
All right. I will. And that's Archibald that's paralyzed?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So the two northernmost shadows.
Hold on just a second.
What's that?
No, go ahead. I thought someone was knocking on the door, but there's just the dog scratching himself.
I will try to hit them with Chill Touch, hoping to give them disadvantage. Boy, those are some great rolls.
Oh no.
That's how you do it, folks.
Okay, after Grom. Move where you want, Grom, and then Tars, your turn.
All right, I'll upcast magic missile on the fanatic.
On the fanatic, okay.
Hopefully that will break the concentration hold person.
5,
That
6, 7,
is
8, 9,
a
11, 12.
horrible 12 points.
4 magic missiles streak toward the fanatic. He's got no shield spells. They dig into his flesh from all angles. He screams in agony. He's got a concentration check, DC 10. Which he fails. Archibald, you're freed up just as the shadows are about to descend.
Nice. Thank you.
The first shadow does continue his attack against you, Archibald. And
Oh god.
then his first attack on
Oh,
you
right.
is a strength drain attack. His only attack, but your armor protects you. And then your
Yay.
turn.
Okay. Thunder Gauntlet, the one to my east.
Hit.
So don't need the. And then, so that's 5 thunder, but you said they resist thunder. huh?
Yeah, so that did 2.
Mm. And then, dang, bonus action, 4 strike, 1 Keyless on the same one.
10 misses.
That's all.
Okay, Dawson, your turn.
Stay here.
Well, I see that the thunder isn't working that well, so the thunder wave maybe isn't the best thought. I'm going to do a magic missile on the cult fanatic.
Okay.
Take that.
5, 6, 7, 8. Screams in agony as 3 more missiles dig into his flesh. The shadows, seeing Archibald's back in the fight, turn their attention back to Dawson. Strength drain on Dawson. 14 to hit. Probably misses if you're mage armored.
I need a 15.
15, okay. And then attacking Tar's Bane with the strength drain. 10 is a miss. That rounds over. Lark, your turn.
All right. Lark is going to try something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 20-foot radius sphere. Let's do this one.
Silence.
Yep. It's the sound of silence.
Okay. All within that area is quiet. Do me a favor and draw that in the periphery. That way I can remove that template after you've done drawing it. All done, Mark?
Yeah. How do I? What do you mean?
Over
do
on the
this to
menu
do-
bar to the left, there's a draw tool. You can use that.
Like what I'm doing
yeah,
right
like
now?
that. Exactly. Okay. After the Lark, Fanatic's turn. Thank you. See the ground. Okay. He can still direct his spiritual weapon, so do that to attack Tars. That's a miss, I think, Tars, right? 11?
Yes.
Nah, this is not good. 6, 2, 6. Comes to outside of the silence and then casts inflict wounds on Archibald.
Oh god.
But your armor protects you, Archibald.
Thank god.
Grom, your turn.
All right, I will try the Chill Touch again on the same. Oh, I see him now.
Yeah.
That's kind of tempting. I can't get to him, but let's see. I mean, it'd still be nice to have disadvantage on the shadows, so I'll affect the 2 northernmost shadows.
Okay.
And I'll try to hit them.
Hit northernmost one, miss the second. Necrotic. Turns out he's immune to necrotic.
Okay. Does it still have disadvantage on its attack rolls?
Don't think
That was
so.
my hope.
Yeah.
No.
No. After Grom, Tars, your turn.
I have no other way to figure this out, so I will I will cast my last spell on the Fanatic.
Okay.
Second level magic missile.
Ooh, all right.
Because that's all I have left. Or should I do advantage chromatic orb? That would have to launch that because I'm in melee. So I'm gonna do a missile.
Okay.
See, I'm learning. 3 years later. Well, that's much better.
Ooh,
So
wow.
17 points of force damage.
Nice.
3 missiles streak into that guy. His
Or-
body is thrown in toward the circle into this. You can't hear his. So you only hear the beginning of his scream. And then he lies dead on the floor. You can see. But then the silence is overpowered by a hissing sound coming from the center of the room. The runic circle suddenly begins hissing and flashing with lurid light, sucking away the magic that you cast, Lark, overpowering it. As if being extinguished, the glow of the ruins dims. The shadowy figures are pulled into the circle, all 3 of them.
Nice.
They swirl together to form a shadowy smoke rising from the in the center of the circle. It gathers in the center of the circle where it coalesces into an apparition of an emaciated skull with one glowing green eye. The apparition speaks in a hissing baritone, says, and it looks down on the dead body of the cultist leader. It says, "Good news, Alrir. Though your efforts have been disappointing, you have brought me new points of interest." The apparition swivels to look at each of you in turn. "Yes, there's great potential here. May we meet again. But until then, I have my eye on you."
Oh,
The apparition it explodes into streaks of shadow, passing through each of you with a whispered scream before vanishing. So you're all bestowed a charm. Archibald, roll a d20.
Aha! Oh, well, maybe that's bad.
You get
Is it? Oh.
the charm of the Eldritch Eye. That's this one
Ooh.
here. You can cast Clairvoyance as an action without a spell slot or material components 3 times.
Wow, nice.
And then Dawson, roll a d20. You also get the charm of the Eldritch Eye, then Tars. You also get the charm of the Eldritch Eye, then Grom.
right.
You also get the charm of the Eldritch Eye and the Lark. You all get the charm of the Eldritch Eye.
Wow.
Is it like odds and evens?
Yeah, it's odds and evens.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you all have that same charm. And the cultist lies dead in the chamber. A desiccated eyeball rolls out of his gray hooded cloak. And you have time. That is the climax of the adventure, but you have a little time to explore if you want to go back and explore any areas you missed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
maybe
Gotta
back
solve
here.
our,
Okay.
We potentially
So
do a
back
short
in-
rest so I can recover.
You don't need to. I'm just going to tell you what you found.
Oh.
You do a short rest, and then you explore. You can explore every chamber? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
Okay.
find this guy's secret.
So if you explore this one, you find nothing else additional. Explore this one, you find a hat of disguise
Hmm.
hidden away underneath someone's cot. You explored the one to the east, and in that chamber, it has crooked shelves filled with books and scrolls standing against the walls. In the center of the room is a square table covered in scribbled notes and ink-stained parchment. With a review of those notes, you determine the cult's leader, Zalrir, is experimenting with ways to magically siphon secrets from an individual's soul. Early experiments reduced volunteers to piles of necrotic sludge, which were disposed of in the sewage. The cultists here are but one sect of many that have infiltrated Neverwinter. The other sects have chosen different areas of the city's catacombs as their respective hideouts. And then you find a box hidden away on the bookshelves, in which you find 2 potions of greater healing. Then, back up
Nice.
above, you surmise that these are the necrotic sludges spoken of over in this area over here. And there's nothing in there worth fighting them for. They are 3 gray oozes. And then, your last area that you haven't explored is northwest of the crypt over here is another crypt here. In that one, you find... Well, first it smells of old parchment. The bookshelves carry various tomes and scholarly implements. There's a gold-plated sarcophagus, the sides of which bear a beautiful relief carving of 2 women exploring a forest together. One wears armor matching that of the ghost.
Ah.
searching, nestled among the bookshelves, you find incense sticks, component pouches, and a heart-shaped golden locket. Inside the locket is a small portrait of a human woman, next to which is inscribed, "My dearest Chanel."
Chanel.
And also in the bookshelves, actually hidden in a compartment in a shelved book, you find a scroll of protection from evil and good. And that is everything. Anything else you want to do?
What
with it?
happens when we
Yeah, I
tell
wanna-
the ghost what
You
her
tell
name
the
is?
ghost. What do you say your name is?
Chanel.
Chanel.
Chanel
Oh,
All
Winter.
Allwinter. Thank you, she says.
Number 5.
Us. You see her her face coalesce into the face of a middle-aged human woman with braided hair, and her memories return. She's grateful to you. She shares that she had seen the humans descending into the catacombs several months ago, whispering about strange rituals and secrets. She recently saw another man, matching Delvin's description, flee from deeper within the catacombs, pursued by an individual in a hooded gray robe. She tells you that your shield is cursed.
Great.
Maybe she'll let me identify that, huh?
Yeah, I'll remember that next.
Archibald, your shield is cursed, but it's a curse you may or may not want to lift. Tells you that it's cursed to attract arrows, which Chanel would do to protect her friend. But if any of your allies fire arrows in your vicinity, it would attract those as well. So it's a shield of missile attraction. Pretty potent in that it gives you resistance to ranged weapon attacks. But any ranged weapon attack versus a target 10 feet of you targets you instead. Even your allies' ranged weapon attacks. Likely none of your allies use ranged weapons.
Yeah.
They all use ranged spells. So
All right.
if you don't want to leave it like that, she can turn it into a regular magical shield. Your call.
Kind of cool.
Or the party's call on that.
Yeah. What I mean, are we all using these in the future, or no? The lark is
it's up to
being
you.
traded out.
Yeah. So here's the total treasure that you guys found. You added it together. All the magic treasure together. So you found a scroll of protection from evil and good, shield of missile attraction, which can turn into a +1 shield, a hat of disguise, 2 potions of greater healing, and every one of you got charm of the creeping, know of the eldritch eye, and you get some treasure coming back. You're rewarded by Lord Neverember for clearing this place 500 gold. Do you bring him any prisoners alive?
2, right?
Yeah, we have 2, right?
You have
Yeah.
3, I think, actually. Yeah.
No, I killed one of them.
You killed one?
Killed one.
Okay. He gives you 50 gold for each of those prisoners you bring back.
Oh, no, we had 3.
So you get 600 gold. In addition to the other gold you'd found, and I'll give you a summary. I'll email you a summary.
We
But
pretend
here's-
one of us is a prisoner.
Yeah, that's right.
So here's the treasure to split up. There's not 2 shields, there's just 1 shield. I guess whoever picks the shield first can decide which version they want. So roll a straight d20 if you'd like any of those magic items. And you all get the charm, you don't have to pick that either. Anyone else?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Lark, what would you like?
Oh, I will take the hat of disguise.
All right, and then Loam, what would you like?
Potion of greater healing.
And then I'm assuming Archibald, you want the shield?
How many magic items can I have at 10th level?
You know, 5.
Okay, then yeah,
Okay. And which version do you want?
I will take the missile attraction.
Okay. And then Tars, what do you want? I assume you don't want the
potion of
shield,
great-
right?
No,
Okay.
potion of greater healing.
Tars and shield, and that is there's a scroll of protection from evil and good. You want that?
No, thank you.
I don't.
Grom, you want to take that?
Is it still a +1 even though it's?
It's not magical at all. It's a missile attraction. I mean, it's magical, but
Yeah.
not +1.
That's
And you're greedy. It gives you resistance to ranged weapon attacks.
yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
All of them.
Okay. That is the end. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was good.
Great map.
It's a cool little map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I like how there's multiple paths to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Did this? Did you have to get this map on the secondary market, or it
No,
came with
This
it?
is the one that came with it. Yeah, really nice.
Nice, very nice.
It did
Like
beef
it.
up the last encounter significantly.
Did you?
Yeah, it was not good. And even then, you guys handled it easily.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, there's only 2
I
cultists
did.
and 2 shadows and the big bad guy. That was all. So I used a lazy sly flourish encounter balancing
Sweet.
and made it just above deadly. And it still worked out good.
The
You ever use that Kobold Fight Club?
Oh, I haven't, no.
Where it lets you set encounters based upon levels. I have to check out Sly Flourishes.
Yeah.
But
pretty
his
good.
lazy DM book. Yeah.
The
All right.
shadows can be tricky. I mean, that shatter really changed things around. So I could see some parties. I've run a lot of shadow encounters where people really have trouble with them.
They can decimate. I mean, those things were rolling pretty low on their strength
Yeah.
drops
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
missing quite a bit. You're right. They can decimate a party.
Yeah, they can
I
be
remember
really
one
brutal.
time in one adventure, Josh unleashed like 8 of them on the party at one time, I think. And that got ugly fast.
It's a monster that has been brutal, I think, in every edition. Right? Third
Yeah.
edition, they were just savage, and everybody would stack templates on top of them, make them even worse. But the missed chances were so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for running. Great
You
stuff.
bet.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank-
Oh, was that an audio again? What was in the pool?
Oh, no, it was 3 gray oozes.
Oh, 3 great. Yeah,
3
that's no
individual
good.
gray oozes, yeah.
we doing a Fandover next week?
And over next week. That's right.
Awesome. See you then.
Perfect.
Night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks all.